Morning everybody, welcome back to High Top Living. I'm Mike Olson. If you like the videos, give it a thumbs up, and if you don't mind, subscribe. We would really appreciate your support. So, busy day today. I'm at the car dealership and I have a Toyota Corolla 2015 that needs service for a recall. It's basically telling me that
the ECU may not have adequate protection against electrical noises that can occur in certain crashes, such as severe under-ride crashes. This can lead to incomplete and non-deployment of airbags and seat belt tensioners.
I'm here, it's almost 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna let them do their thing. It's gonna take about an hour or so. So let me get into the dealership and let's get this day started. Okay, so I walked up to the service and the door's locked and there's mask signs and temperature signs and all of that. I was lost, nobody answered the door. It's just 7 o'clock now, so somebody drove up to the garage door and I talked to them and they said, you got to drive up to the garage door and they'll let you in. I don't come to dealerships very often. I do my mechanicing myself or I take it to a different garage. So we'll be driving into the garage. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, we're back. Well, that was quick. Lesson learned. So I go into the dealership, I drop the car off, I walk up there, and I had scheduled this for 7 o'clock in the morning drop off, and it was not explained to me when you drop off that they're gonna keep the car the whole day. So I can't do that. So I had to reschedule. You'd think if you come in early, they would take care of it early. Nope, not so much. Drop off is dropping off. That is it. Wait is wait. So lesson learned. One other thing we're gonna do today, which I do every morning, you can attest from Barbara, I have to have breakfast. I am a big breakfast eater. So we're gonna go home, cook some breakfast, and then we're gonna get started. So here we go. So that's what's happening in my world. Okay, we're back. Gonna go ahead and check the tire pressure this morning. So we had that light on in the dashboard. Now we're gonna get that thing taken off the dashboard. All right, as you can see, there is the tire pressure light. So when that's on, that means you have a low tire somewhere, or the pressure in the tire is not correct based on what the vehicle is set up for. So I'm not gonna go over that. That's a whole nother issue. So we're just gonna go over basically how to fix this issue right now. Okay. There are 4 ways that you can look up tire pressure to ensure that your tires are inflated correctly. The first is obviously you want to Google it, look up the tire size, it will give you the tire pressure. Second, you can look right on the tire, it'll tell you what your PSI needs to be for a cold tire. So cold tire is when you're not running it and it's been sitting. So you want to make sure your tires have sat for a while and are not warm. The third way is through the book, and the fourth is on the vehicle itself. Let me show you the book and where to find it on the car. Okay, every car has an owner's manual, or should. Here's the manual. So the back of manuals, you can look in the index, and I looked under T for tire, and you can see that there is tire inflation pressure. There's some numbers right there. So I went through the book. It does not give you the tire pressure. It is not going to give you any kind of recommendation because it's based on the vehicle itself. These are more generic than anything else, and it depends on the tire that you have on the car. Different size tires take different PSI. So here you can see that it tells you where you can look up that information. So you can see it there, you see the picture, there we go. So there is tire and load information. You can see we have a 205 55 16. I'm not going to go over sizes and what those all mean at this time. This is more just information on how to get that light off. So tire pressure 32 psi. Very simple, very easy, both front and rear, and that is the tire size I have. I'll show you that. You can see here that we have a 205 55 16, which was what was on the label. I was wrong. It does not tell you the inflation for operation. It tells you the max pressure is 51 psi, so you don't want to overpressurize the tire any more than 51 psi. I looked all over this tire specifically and it doesn't give psi for normal operation, but anyways, you can look it up online and you can see it on the side of the vehicle. And I'm going to go ahead and check those tire pressures now. Tire pressure gauge. Pull this off here, take the gauge right there, that sticks onto there, just in case you've never done it. Look at that, we're at 35. So I'm gonna let a little air out of this one and we'll take care of that. $32. So always make sure that you push the stick, measuring stick, back in every time you check the pressure, because it will change. So this does not go back in by itself. Right, Mindy? $32. There's the culprit, 25. Here's our issue right here. It's this tire. So we'll fix it. We'll put air in it. Air chuck. Got a little bit of leak in it, but that's fine. Put air, check it. We'll just need to bump it a little bit. 32. Okay, so I started the car, gave it a minute. Fortunately, I didn't capture that part of the video, but you can see that the warning light for the tire pressure is gone. On to the next one.